Hi guys, it's Mrs. Santiago here, and today we're going to be talking about positivo y negativos. We're going to be looking at how to make negations in Spanish. First, let's start with el básico negativo, la palabra negativa, no. So we know that in Spanish, no is the number one basic way to negate anything, just like in English. Let's take a look at some sentences and see it in action. Eso es positivo. Nosotros limpiamos la sala. Positivo. Nosotros no limpiamos la sala. You can see that here we took the positive sentence about cleaning the living room. We simply added the no in front of the verb to make it a negative sentence. And you can see by the picture that that's absolutely negative. Nosotros no limpiamos la sala. Positivo. Yo lavo los platos. Positivo. Yo no lavo los platos. Again, place the no right in front of the verb and you negate what's happening. That negation is a big change. Now let's talk about el básico negativo about things. So how do we talk about things? Let's take a look. Ellos tienen algo en las cajas. Positivo. Ellos tienen algo en las cajas. Ella no tiene nada en la caja. Negativo. Ella no tiene nada en la caja. Let's take a step back. And what do you think algo means? I can see some plastic, and the boxes are still closed with tape. So it looks like they have something in the boxes. So algo is equal to something. Knowing that algo is something should help us when we get to the negatives. Let's look at the negative again. Ella no tiene nada en la caja. So she's showing you the box and you can tell that there's nothing there. So in Spanish, to say she doesn't have anything in the box, we need to negate the verb of have. So ella no tiene, she doesn't have, and then nada is nothing. So no tiene nada en la caja. Let's apply it to the next sentence. Él tiene algo a comer. Positivo. Él tiene algo a comer. He has something to eat. Muy bien. Él no tiene nada a comer. So es el negativo. Él no tiene nada a comer. So we're negating the tener, and then we're saying he doesn't have anything, nothing, nada a comer. Good. Now let's look at el negativo and talk about people. Try to figure this one out. ¿Hay alguien en la cocina? Positivo. No hay nadie en la cocina. No hay nadie en la cocina. Let's take a look at that again. ¿Hay alguien en la cocina? There is someone in the kitchen. Actually, here there's 4 someones. And let's look at this one. No hay nadie en la cocina. Remember, I means there is or there are. So there is not anyone in the kitchen. We're negating the I, no hay nadie, and nadie can be no one. There is no one. No hay nadie. There is no one in the kitchen. Let's look at another example. Alguien tiene un perro. Positivo. Well, when you look at that, you can see that there's a dog in the picture and he has to belong to someone. So someone has a dog. Alguien tiene un perro. Alguien is taking the place of naming someone, right? We don't know who has the dog, but there's a dog in the picture. Let's look at the negativo. Nadie tiene un perro. When you look at that group picture, you can see nadie tiene un perro. Nobody has a dog in that picture. Nadie. Okay, now let's look at el negativo frecuencia. So 100% or 0%. So what is the frequency with which something is done? And really, when you look at negatives, we're looking at the extremes. So it's either 100% of the time or 0% of the time. Let's see what happens. Mi madre siempre limpia el baño. Mi madre siempre, 100% limpia el baño. Mi madre nunca limpia el baño. You can see the difference between a positive siempre and the negative nunca. Which one do you think is which? This is probably 100% of the time. We would say my mom, we wouldn't say 100% of the time cleans the bathroom. We would say my mom always cleans the bathroom. Siempre. Mi madre nunca limpia el baño. My mom never cleans the bathroom. Nunca. 0%. Let's look at another example. Yo siempre hago la cama. Yo siempre hago la cama. Versus yo nunca hago la cama. Siempre, nunca. That's 0%. Well, let's look at them together now, kind of in a chart. We have the positivos en verde and negativo en rojo. So you can see, what do you think? So algo and nada, that's about things, right? Something and nothing. Alguien and nadie, that's our people, someone and nobody. And frequency, siempre and nunca. Those are the extremes, always and never. Okay, muy bien. Now let's try to apply them to our writing and our everyday vocabulary and conversation. Gracias.